Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am Brittany, aka Beautifoles. The other day I was on Instagram Live and you guys were requesting that I do a Valentine's Day look. So I don't have a Valentine, you guys can be my Valentines, but if I were to have a Valentine, this is probably the look that I would go for just because I don't know. I really, as much as I love a full glam, I really love something that's a little more pulled back and natural. So that's kind of what I did here. I wanted to do a cut crease just because I have been using these tones a lot on my channel lately, or just in general lately. I really love the whole pink rose gold type color palette. I know Kylie just came out with a burgundy palette which has very similar tones in it, and the royal peach palette has similar tones in it. So these are pretty much going to be the tones I feel like for a couple months at least. So I figured to change it up and to make it different from all of my other videos, I would add the cut crease into it and just keep it really light on the bottom of my eye so it's still not dramatic, nice and airy and girly like you guys asked. So if you would like to learn how I achieve this look, please keep watching. If you liked what you saw, you know the deal. Give it a big thumbs up below. Make sure to subscribe. And if you have any requests for future videos, you can go ahead and leave that down in the comment section below as well. Oh my gosh, I think I have to sneeze. Woo! Be sure to follow me on all of my social media that I will list at the end of this video, and I will also list in the description box down below. That's enough talking. I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day, and let's get right into the tutorial. So important to hydrate. Ooh, I just spit. I literally match the backdrop. That's how pale I am. Anyways, I am going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo palette, and I am going to pick up on the color, let's go with Ash Brown. I'm going to pick up on the darker color first and fill in the outer portions of my eyebrows. I pretty much just want this to look like a shadow behind my brow hairs to give the illusion that it's thicker. I just don't necessarily want my brows to become darker. So I'm just going to brush through all of my brow hairs, but I'm still trying to keep it as neat as possible. And with no added product, I'm going to tackle the inner portions of my brows just to, again, give it a more full effect. And then I am going to go back in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and this is in the shade Ebony. Now I don't have to be so precise with where this goes. I can just make tiny little hair-like strokes to mimic my real hair and just make my hair look denser. Next I'm going to pick up on my Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light, and I am just going to go in and carve out my brows, starting on the outer corners. Next, I am going to extend down the Tarte Shape Tape onto my eyelid, and I'm just pouncing the Beauty Blender on top of the concealer, just because the skin on your eye is so sensitive that you don't want to like be pulling and pushing and dragging and all that stuff. Next, I'm going to pick up on my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and again I am just pressing the product onto my lid. On Instagram Live I asked you guys what you wanted to see, whether like a bold dramatic type Valentine's Day look or a soft and girly one. So soft and girly one I believe won, so that's what we are going to go with. So first I'm going to pick up on the MAC shade Saddle. This used to be one of my favorite transition colors. I don't know why I stopped using it. I feel like I just got other products and my MAC shadows kind of went to the waste side. But I am just going to work this color into my crease and windshield wiper and circular motions. Now after that shade is put in my crease, I am going to take a MAC 217 brush and the Kylie Cosmetics Royal Peach palette. I am going to pick up on this color right here, which is peachy, and again I am just going to be outlining my crease and extending it out to the side a little bit. Next, with a little smudge brush, I am going to take the color Cinnamon from the same Kylie Cosmetics Royal Peach palette, and I am just going to start working this color right in the center of my crease. And then with the same brush, I am going to pick up on the MAC Cosmetics color Dark Brew. And I'm going to keep this color on the outer 2/3 of my crease. And then I am going to go back in with my Tarte Shape Tape and start to carve out my lid. Next I'm going to pick up on the MAC shade Honey Lust, and I'm just going to press it all over my lid. Next I am going to take a makeup remover and just clean up those edges and wipe away any fallout that may have occurred. Next I'm going to take my Maybelline Eye Studio Blackest Gel Liner, and I'm going to start by tightly rimming my lash line. Now I am going to extend my wing. Back, and then right before the edge of the wing, I'm going to put my brush down, close my eyes, and then drag it towards the center of my lid. And then I am going to take the black shadow from the Kylie Cosmetics bronze palette called Obsidian, but you can really take any black shadow for this. And I am just going to go over the wing that I just created. It's going to darken it up a bit, but also fill in any blank areas. Next, I am going to prep my face real quick for my foundation and stuff. So first I'm going to use my MAC Fix Plus and just drench my face in it. And I'm just going to press it all in with a damp beauty blender. This is just going to lock in the moisture that's already in my skin. Next I'm going to take my Mabel and Meg Luminixer, and I'm just going to apply it to my face. And again, just press it into my skin. And real quickly, I'm going to pick up on my Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer and put a tiny little dot on the tip of my finger. And I am just going to work this into my areas where my pores tend to be larger. So that tends to be right on the inner portions of my cheeks, right in between my brows, and right around my mouth. Next, I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation in the shade Y225. My shade keeps getting lighter and lighter as the winter goes on. And I am going to apply it to the back of my Beauty Blender first, just because this has all of the glowing products that I put on, so it's going to work together. And I am just going to start to press it into my skin. Now, I don't really want a thick layer. My skin doesn't need it. I think I just want to even out the skin tone. And again, I'm just pouncing it into my skin, and see how it's still glowing from underneath. Next, I'm going to pick up on my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. As you can tell, I love this product. I've literally hit the pan. And I am just going to take a Morphe synthetic brush, and I am just going to press the product on the perimeters of my face and right underneath my cheekbones. I'm not exactly contouring right now, I'm just adding warmth to my vitamin D deficient skin. And then next I'm going to go back in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I am going to apply 3 little dots. If I need more, I will add more. I will add them right underneath my nose, right in the center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and on my chin. Next, I am going to go back in with that Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And for now, I'm just going to really push it into my under eye area to keep it from creasing. And then very lightly, I am going to take a big fluffy brush. This is a MAC 150 brush. I already tapped off a bunch of the extra powder, and I am just going to press it into my skin. I don't necessarily want to move the product underneath, but I do want to make it easier to apply powder on top of it, like a contour powder. Next, I'm going to pick up on my Benefit Hoola Bronzer, and with a Sigma Large Powder F20 brush, I am just going to press it into the perimeters of my face to warm it up. I'm not exactly contouring right now, but I'm just putting the powder to the areas where I will. And I like to start on the outer perimeters of my face. This way the outer perimeters are darker, as opposed to if I first take the brush and apply it right in the center of my face. Now I'm going to have this big glob in the center of my face and it's going to be harder to blend it out. And now with the same Hoola bronzer, I'm just going to switch brushes to my Sigma Large Angled Contour Brush. This is the F40 brush. I don't really know why it's large, because it's not large. And now I'm going to just cup my cheekbones to give it a nice lifted effect. And now I am just going to take this Morphe little synthetic angled brush to contour my nose. And now we're going to go in and bake with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And I'm going to go right up against the contour that I just did on my nose, and underneath my eyes, in the center of my forehead, underneath my contour, and up around my cheek, on my chin. Okay, so I just applied my Ardell 600 Wispies off camera, and now I am just going to take a MAC 133 brush and just wipe away all of the extra setting powder. Next, because I want this look to be super monochromatic, I am going to do two things. First, I am going to take this cooler tone blush by MAC called Blush Baby. Sorry, I just tied my hair back because it was bothering me for a little bit. And I'm almost going to contour with it. I'm going to apply it right over where I put my contour. And then once I get to the front, I'm going to apply it to the apples of my cheeks. And next, to bring like that youthful, pink, light, airy, girly glow, I guess, to your face, I am going to pick up on this one right here from MAC, and it's called Rosy Outlook. I like that it's nice and light, but when you apply it, especially to people with more fair skin like me, it just looks very girly. And I just pat it on my cheeks. And just because blending is key, especially when, actually, especially ever, but blending is key. So I just go in with the brush that I used to wipe off that setting powder, and I'm just going to diffuse the edges of where I just put that blush. Now, if you're into a more matte look, you definitely can stop the skin here, but if you guys watch my live streams on Instagram, you know exactly what's coming next. I am going to pick up on my Bare Minerals Turn On Gold Highlighter. I did mention on my live streams that when I went into Sephora and I checked online to include this in my description bar of the last video, I didn't see this color exactly, but they do have other colors. So the Bare Minerals highlighters are so amazing, and I don't know why I was sleeping on this product for so long. So I am just going to take a fan brush and apply it right on top of my cheekbones. So what I love about this product is, even though it looked like I put a lot on at first, it really just blends and becomes one with the skin and the makeup that you already put on. It doesn't like cake up. It blends out so nicely. The pigment's so fine. Oh, it's literally my favorite. And then I'm going to take a little bit and put it right on top of my brow bone. So then I'm just applying it to the other high points of my face. So like right on top of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and lightly on my chin. Next, I'm going to pick up on my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara, and I am just going to marry my false and real lashes together. So if you noticed, I kind of curl the wand back towards my eye and shake it, and I'm pressing. I'm not really pulling. And you could just see what a difference the mascara versus no mascara makes. Next, because I do like how underneath my eyes looks like bare, so that the top of my eyes is where the focus is, I just want to put a little bit of like this pink color on the bottom of my eyes, just to kind of tie it all in, and so that the bottom of my eye isn't exactly bare, but it still gives that little effect. Did you follow that? So I'm going to mix these two, And I am just going to apply it underneath my eyes. Next, because I don't want the under eye to be dramatic at all really, but I do still want to define my lashes, I am going to use the Benefit They're Real Brown Mascara. The brown is a little less harsh than the black one. Next, I am going to spray and set my makeup with a little Fix Plus. And just to open up my eyes a little bit more, I am going to take my MAC Fascinating Eye Kohl and apply it to my waterline. Next, I am going to line my lips with the Kylie Cosmetics Candy K lip liner. And next, I am going to pick up on the MAC shade Flesh Pot. And now, just because I feel like every look looks a little bit more fresh when it has like a gloss on it as opposed to a matte. But so I am going to take my favorite lip gloss ever. This is probably like the only one I really wear. It is the Buxom White Russian lip gloss. It has a little lip plumper in it, so it's like very cool on your lips. I love it. Thanks for watching, guys. That concludes this Valentine's Day look. If you do have plans tonight or on Valentine's Day, go have fun, be safe. If not, don't worry, we are in the same boat. We can be each other's Valentines. So that's it. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media that I will list next, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe below if you have not yet. I will see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!